everyone, Clack of the Geek here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, I'm going to do something a little bit different than I don't think I've already done before. It's sort of like a randomizer. I'm going to do like Doctor Who random reviews. So basically, what I've done is I've written out a bunch of Doctor Who episodes on a piece of paper, cut them all out, and put them in the hat. And what I'll do is I'll pick one out. For instance, I've just picked out Doctor Who and the Silurians, and then I'll have to review it. But I'm going to a little bit of a twist here. I have to review it in 30 seconds or less. So I've seen other people do it with like 1 minute, or seen other people do it similarly, but I'm going to do 30 seconds. So let's get to it. So in this hat I've got a bunch of episodes, both classic and new series, some of which I haven't actually seen because, shock horror, I haven't actually seen every episode of Doctor Who. I know, shocking, but yeah, I've just got a bunch of random episodes in here, just one piece of paper. Just got to ruffle it up a bit, just so, And I'm going to pick one. Oh, we got a Matt Smith one. Journey to the Centre of the Tardis. So yeah, Journey to the Centre of the Tardis is a Matt Smith story from Series 7. So, let's do a little mini review in 30 seconds of it now. So this episode I've always found really enjoyable and interesting. I love seeing the inside of the TARDIS. You get to see like the library and the swimming pool and like the engine room. Always been fascinated by it. It's a great concept to explore. And also the Doctor and Clara scenes together in this story are really good. Really, they've got great chemistry. However, the ending is really rushed with just a reset button. So all that character development is just wasted. And the supporting actors are really poor as well. So I'm going to give the episode a 7 out of 10. And that's time up. So now you get what it's about, basically. So now let's choose another episode. And the episode of, I've dropped it. A William Hartnell story. The Dalek Invasion of Earth. So yeah, the Dalek Invasion of Earth. Pretty iconic story, I think. So yeah, now it's time to review it. Now, this is the first time the Daleks ever reappeared in the show, and it was so good to see them back, invading London, Trafalgar Square, then rising in the Thames for an incredible cliffhanger in part 1 was great. All the TARDIS team are great in this story. Hartnell is great, and obviously the speech at the end that Hartnell gives, it's the first companion exit, and the speech he gives is incredible. But the middle sort of sags a bit, it's a bit dull in the middle. So overall, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. And there we have it. So yeah, now let's go for another one. And we've got a John Pertwee this time. The Green Death. So yeah, The Green Death is part of John Pertwee's 4th season, I think. Season 10 it's part of. A great season in my opinion. So, let's start the timer and begin the mini review now. So, The Green Death, a really action-packed story with John Pertwee. Is just great as the Doctor. You've got the whole unit family. They're great in it, and they provide some great action scenes. The villains, Boss the computer, is so chilling, and the giant maggots are so gnarly and nasty. But it's so good. And it's also got quite good commentary on pollution as well. And this is the story where Joe leaves, and it's absolutely beautiful when the Doctor drives away in the sunset. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Oh, Marco Polo. Missing story. Haven't seen it, so I can't review it. Oh, another story I haven't seen. Destiny of the Daleks. I haven't seen it, so I can't review it. Well, we get a story that I've actually seen this time. Oh. There's a good one. Smile. From the Peter Capaldi era. Now, I actually rewatched this story yesterday, funnily enough, so it's very fresh in my mind. So, let's review it. So, the Doctor and Bill are absolutely fantastic. They have great chemistry together, and Peter Capaldi is on fire as the Doctor. The emoji robots, I know a lot of people don't like them, but I love them. They're just so cute, and I love them, even though they're very evil. It's got some really dark scenes as well, and if you read between the lines, there's actually some really good commentary on how society could really go downhill and sort of lose their communication. And however, the ending is quite rushed, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, another Peter Capaldi story, Knock Knock. Like, this is like 2 episodes apart from Smile. That is weird, that is. So, Knock Knock. This is a story that I've always loved. It's an underrated gem for me. Peter Capaldi as the Doctor is absolutely fantastic, and Bill is always wonderful. And although her friends aren't the side characters, they're not the most memorable characters, I still enjoyed them. David Suchet plays the landlord in the story, and he's absolutely brilliant. He's sort of like a child trapped in an old man's body, you know, and he's such a sweet, innocent, but creepy performance. And then the gothic house is really creepy, and the wood lights, it's nasty. So, yeah, I'm going to give this straight a 9 out of 10. I've always loved it. And there we go. Yeah, Knock Knock, an underrated gem for me. Let's do one more, shall we? Ah, there we go. The 5 Doctors. That's a good one to do. So The 5 Doctors, written by the late, great Terrance Dicks. It was the 20th anniversary special for Doctor Who. And it's just so much fun, isn't it? You know, the plot is very thin, very shallow. But to be honest, it's just pure fan service. It's so enjoyable. It's the character interactions between the different Doctors and companions which make this story. It's so fun to watch. And, you know, you've got fan service like the Daleks returning, Cybermen, the Master, Gallifrey. It's just a load of fun, to be honest. That's all I can say about it, and I love it. So, 8 out of 10 for me. And that was the last one I'm going to do. I'm going to end it there. So, hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more of these random reviews, leave it in the comments below. And it's Clack of the Geek, signing out. Ta-ra.